Okay, once again, if everybody can take a seat quickly, if you can find one, we have a couple more available up here on front. Don't be afraid of a front row seat. This isn't church. You don't have to sit on the back. So, and I apologize. We had originally intended to hold this in our brand new chambers across the street, but when I became mayor, I thought I was the most powerful man in the city. I soon found out that it wasn't me, that's the fire marshal. In the last week, I found out it's not even the fire marshal, it's the chief building inspector. So because of that, we had to meet here. This room holds more than our other chambers, our regular chambers, hence that's why we're building a new bigger one, because we fill that one beyond capacity quite frequently. So this is an important night, and I'd like to welcome everybody. It is November 25th, 2025. As a matter of introductions or just notification, Camden is here from American Fork, Carla from Alpine, Kurt, good friend Kurt here from Highland City, and Kelly representing Cedar Hills. Bren was supposed to be here tonight, but she had something and couldn't make it. So, but this is a great event tonight. I mean, primarily for me, because this is my last interlocal meeting. So, and I'm actually pretty excited about that, because we get to turn it over to another group, and they get to deal with even greater headaches than we've had to deal as an interlocal. But I would like to thank our interlocal, because it is a group that had to work together to solve problems, and we didn't even know what the problems were going to be, right? There was still a lot of fluid activity in how these school districts were going to develop, and we didn't have answers. A lot of the legislators didn't even have complete answers yet, but we worked that out. They simplified our job, thankfully, and I will tell you, the split of the district has went a lot smoother than we had ever anticipated it would. So we think that's a good omen, if you will. And I'm excited to see this happening, because for a number of reasons, I think it was important. I think all three new districts are going to be able to reach a greater success because of this. It brings things a little bit closer to local control, and that is very important. And I've learned that as mayor, is the smaller the form of government, the better opportunities they have at success. So thank you for coming tonight. What the process is going to be, we're going to make it through this interlocal agreement, and we're going to do the swearing in of all our new board members for the Aspen Peaks School Board. And then we will adjourn after that, and then we are going to turn it over to them, and they'll take our seats up here, and they're going to have their very first board meeting for the Aspen Peak School District. So this is awesome, and congratulations to all you that won. So give them a hand. Okay, we have brought in our Judge John Nelson, with the 3rd District Court.
You have one of my administrative.
Oh, administrative report.
Yes, and if I may, I'd like to turn my time over to Superintendent Ross.
Okay, sorry. I'd be nothing without him either, by the way.
I'll be very brief. Tonight is Mayor Johnson's last meeting, and a few years ago, the superintendent of schools for Alpine School District commissioned a coin to recognize those in our community, those within the school district that have influence. And so Mayor Johnson has had a lot of influence, not just on Alpine School District, but on me personally. And this is the 8th time this award has been presented, and the first to a non-Alpine School District employee. I just wanted to take a few minutes and thank him for his leadership. He will be missed, for his friendship, and wish him well in what's to come. Mark.
Yeah. Okay. So, Judge John Nielsen is here tonight to do the swearing in. So, when we do things here, we do things right. I think, I hope, and I expect that's going to continue with this new school district. Judge Nielsen has been appointed to the Utah Supreme Court, and he will begin there December 1st. So this is a big deal. When you hear those decisions coming down from the Supreme Court, you're going to say, I know that guy. So you can impress your family and your friends by saying that, by the way. So that being said, the following people are going to be sworn in tonight. We're going to do them all at once. I asked the judge if he preferred that. He said he did, and I think that is wise. Diane Knight, Steve Sparty, Nikki Brammer, Amber Bonner, Jason Hart, Jenny Marie Burrows, and Jason Thaler. Okay. So if you would like to, where's the judge at? Oh, he's back there. Come on up. And we're going to let the judge invite each of you up here, and you'll be able to stand. In fact, you might as well just stand in front of our temporary meeting place here. And yes.
Okay, everyone just come forward if your name was just read.
Right there. We're gonna, we're okay.
And repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend and the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Utah, and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Okay. So the board here would like to get a picture with you, with the new board. So we'll just come up front there.
Just one thing I learned over all these years, just don't be afraid to get friendly. Okay, right here, up top, 1, 2, 3. Great. Good luck.
Who would like to make the final motion of this body? I'm waiting for it. We're adjourning.
I move that we adjourn as the interlocal board to oversee the formation of the Alpine Peaks School District. Oh, Aspen Peaks. I said Alpine. I'm sorry, Aspen Peaks. I made the motion for that, so it's
You know, we have to go with that name now.
No.
it's Aspen Peaks.
I'll second.
I have a motion and second. Any question on that motion to adjourn? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I didn't know if I was going to get the opportunity to do this. It's a great opportunity that, and that's to help elect a president and a vice president of this new board. So I won't be electing it. I'm just going to call you to do it. We are going to do this as an open election, right? So I hope you've all had an opportunity to get to know each other through, the election process and that, and I'm sure it was all good. I hope it was all good, and it probably wasn't, but we'll just say it was, okay? I would like to take a nominee for the president of the board of the Aspen Peak School District. Do I have a nominee? Anyone would like to make that nomination?
I would like to nominate Diane Knight for president.
Okay, I have a nomination for Diane Knight. Do I have a second for that? And I have a second. Are there any other nominations?
I nominate Amber Bonner.
And I have a second nomination. And I have a second. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so I have a second nomination for Amber and the first nomination for Diane. Do I have another nomination? Right, I got that, so, yeah. So, I think we have somebody here keeping minutes, and I was just looking for her, and I don't see her, but I think she's here somewhere. So, any other nominations? Okay. We do have an odd number, so this should be, a final vote. I will take, by the show of hands, all those who would like to elect Diane as the first president of the Aspen Peak School District. Please raise your hand. Okay. Those who would like to elect Amber. Okay, the vote is 5-3. So congratulations, Diane. 4-3, sorry. Okay. I didn't do really good in math, but I'm getting better. So, okay. Diane, you're the president. I'd like you to conduct the next one, if that's okay. Okay.
This? Okay, just stop. Okay. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is the election of the vice president of our board. Nominations are now open. The vice president.
I nominate Amber Bonner.
Do we have a second?
I second.
Are there any further nominations for vice president?
I would like to nominate Nikki Brammer for vice president.
Are there any second? Is there a second? Can you second yourself? Can you second yourself?
I'd like to support Amber as the vice president.
Okay, we're getting to that point. Okay. I have one more nomination of Jason Thieler for vice president. Do we have a second?
Second.
Are there any further nominations? Okay. If there are no further nominations, the nominations are now closed. Amber Bonner, do you accept the nomination? Thank you. Jason Thieler, do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
And Nikki Brammer, do you accept the nomination?
No, thank you.
Okay, all right. Look at us. We will proceed to vote for vice president. Those who are, we'll do raise of hand. Those who would like to elect Amber Bonner, please raise your hand. And those who would like to elect Jason Thieler, please raise your hand. I have a funny story, but it's probably not appropriate here. So, Okay, we would like to announce that Amber Bonner has been elected as Vice President of the Board by a vote of 5-2. Okay, that was really great. Our next item on the agenda is Policy 2025-1, Community Comments. May I have a motion to approve Policy 2025-1 and also to renumber it to Policy 1001?
I make a motion that we approve policy 2025-1, community comments, and rename it to 1000.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion from Board Member Thieler and a second from Board Member Sparty to approve Policy 2025-1, Community Comments, and renumber it to Policy 1001. Is there any discussion? Okay. All right. We will now vote. All those in favor of approving Policy 2025-1, Community Comments, and renumbering it to Policy 1001, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. The motion to approve Policy 2025-1, Community Comments, and renumber it to Policy 1001 passes. We will now open the floor for community comments. Do we have any signups for that?
We did not, but I think if anyone wants to now.
Would anyone like to make a community comment at this time? These are the rules. Each speaker will have 3 minutes and should state their name and city of residence for the record. Please know that the board will be listening carefully, but in accordance with Policy 1001, we are not able to engage in dialogue during this portion of the meeting. Is there someone who would like to make community comments? Please come forward and state your name and your city of residence.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Jane Waite. I am a resident of Lehigh, and I work at North Point Elementary. I congratulate all of you, and I'm so excited to be part of this first step in the new school board. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to advocate for my school and for my area. We're overcrowded. We'd love to have that boundary study continued on to actually moving to make those boundaries a set thing, and also the speedily built Cold Creek Elementary to alleviate the continued growth in that area. We love our Lehigh schools, and we want to continue to support the teachers and the children in their educational pursuits. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Sarah Beeson.
Sarah Beeson, board member for Alpine School District. I just wanted to congratulate each of you and hope you know that we are extending friendship and wanting to make Aspen Peaks wonderful, and I hope that you feel that support. And as we continue down that path together for the next year and a half, I hope that we have a collaborative relationship so that we can all be committed to the students and teachers in our area. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thanks, Sarah.
Are there further comments?
Aaron Bullen, Lehigh, and also wanted to congratulate you guys. And obviously the community comments policy looks pretty straightforward, pretty good copy and paste. I would just encourage you all, as you look into policy for this new board, to try to not do everything exactly like Alpine did. I think it's a pretty good example to look to, but you should really consider thoughtfully every single policy to see if we do want to do it differently. There is a reason that the people voted to split Alpine School Board. Also, I would encourage you guys to look into maybe a boundary study for North Point that includes more elementary schools than the one that was done, and possibly even a deal with the Western District to educate some of the kids in Cold Springs for a price, if that's even possible. Just my idea. Thanks.
Thank you, Aaron.
I'm Molly Barrington, and I live in Lehigh, and my son goes to Highland Elementary, and he will be going to Lehigh Junior next year, which, yeah, you guys know. Thank you guys so much for volunteering and or running and or signing up for this amazingly wonderful and hard work. We all know that it's not going to be easy, but we also all know that we are committed to educating our children and making sure that they are taken care of, and we have an amazing community to support and that supports you, and I look forward to working with you. And I know several of you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you better and being a community advocate, because we have an amazing thing coming here. Thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Cindy Davis. I'm a parent. I have students in American Fork area and also in Highland area. And I want you to know, as a parent, I support you, and I'm happy that we are moving forward. And also, I serve on the Utah State Board of Education as a policymaker. And I represent parents in this whole district area. And so, again, I just want to reiterate, as a parent and as a policymaker, I look forward to partnering with you for the great students and teachers and parents in this wonderful new school district. Thanks.
Thank you, Cindy.
Heather Newell, Lehigh City. Just wanted to congratulate you all and thank you so much for running and for taking on this challenge. I'm excited for you. I think there's a lot of great things that are going to happen because of you, and you're going to be recognized for that and for being able to pave this path forward that no one's really ever done before. Because you're going to be able to do it in ways that other school districts before us haven't, because of the tools that you have. I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody come together on this. I'm excited for our new board. I think you guys are amazing for the presidency that we have. And just wanted to let you know that the community's behind you. We're here to support you. We want you to be successful. We want 3 strong districts, and we're here to do everything we can to make sure that you're successful. So just thank you again.
Oh, it's kind of what I was thinking, but we got one more.
So, Max Sims, Lehigh City. I know many of you here, almost all of you. I hope to get to know the rest of you. I'd like to actually offer you some advice. I've been in this seat before, not at a school board level, but as a charter school board. And I think what I think you should be starting off this venture with is looking to build relationships. Relationships is really what gets stuff done. So you need to be looking at all the different constituencies you need to be building relationships with. Building relationships with each other to start. If you don't got good relationships amongst yourselves, it's going to be really hard to get stuff done in this board. But you also need to be building relationships with your constituencies, your community, those you're going to be hiring, right? Your teachers and your staff are going to be very important to build those relationships with. Building relationships with your community leaders, the cities that came together to help make this happen, right? Your state school board is going to be an important one to build relationships with. Your legislature, they're going to be critical. They control a lot of the stuff that affects you. And so I just want to kind of put that there. Now, having those relationships doesn't mean you have to necessarily do exactly what every single person wants you to do. You know, sometimes people they'll try and lean those relationships to kind of gain leverage to get you to do what you want. You don't necessarily have to do that, right? The relationship is there so dialogue can happen. And that dialogue is the important part. Because if you don't have that relationship, you can't even have the conversation. And those conversations are the important part. I remember being in these seats before and having decisions in front of me and sometimes feeling like, I don't feel like I have all the information to make the best decision. That's going to happen to you. You're going to have times when you think, I don't know if I know everything I need to know to make a decision, and you're still the one in the seat to make the decision. But realize that all these relationships you build are sources for information to help best inform you. So when you get to make those decisions, hopefully you have been exposed and have been able to garner the best range of information so you can make the best decision. I'd also like to put one last little thought in your mind. Your job here is not to do what the people who elected you asked you to do. They elected you to do a job, they hired you to do a job to make decisions on their behalf. Sometimes, in your seat, you may see things that not the rest of them see, and your job is still to make the best decision, not just to be a remote level puller for those who elected you. So remember that. You're there to make the best decision. And I thank you all. Many of us have worked very hard to see this come to pass. Very excited for this, and good luck to you guys. Thanks, man.
My name is Jenny Lee Furness. I'm with Lehigh. I'm the PTA president at North Point Elementary. Just making that comment to make sure everybody knows that I know my community. I know my school. I know what's going on there because I'm there 100 hours a month. I've asked every little neighborhood in my community to get some stuff. I spoke a long time last week. I don't need to speak as long this time, but just asking, just for you guys being the new board, please don't forget us. We need a new school. We're at 1,200 kids. We are bursting. Daily basis, we get horns honking at the roads. We had a school bus almost taken out by a double bed dump truck on the 11th. We're a busy road, and 2100 is about to turn into a busier road. We need help before this happens, and we're even more in a pit of despair, I guess you would say. We, with the projected boundary study, we only have a couple years of relief before we're right back where we are now. We don't have much time before, even with this new study, before we're struggling and choking again. With that said, I love our families, and I know a bunch of communities. We can't be making them the bouncy ball from one school to another school to another school. Let's just hold tight, take a deep breath, get the new school built, then separate our children so we don't have some devastating things happen to some of these younger kids. And I'm so very excited for all you guys. This has been such an exciting experience for me to be able to watch this, and I'm just very excited for you guys. So congratulations.
Thank you to all who have shared your comments. They are greatly appreciated. The board will now continue with our agenda. Thank you. There we go. All right, the next item up is the official name of our new school district. May I have a motion regarding this official name of the school district?
I'd like to make a motion. I move to approve the name Aspen Peak School District as our school district name moving forward.
I'll second the motion. We have a motion from Board Member Brammer and a second from Board Member Bonner to approve Aspen Peak School District as the official name of our new district. Is there any discussion?
I have a comment. I think One of the things that the interlocal board really did well for us was they really tried to solicit a lot of opinion and feedback on the name. And I know not everyone got to comment and not every name that was submitted was chosen, but they, thankfully, they shared all of that data with us, and I think there were like 1,100 comments and hundreds of names, submissions, and choices, and Mountain and Peaks were very, very popular. Aspen was very popular. Several people wanted us to keep the name Alpine, which was not on the table legally. And so I'm just really appreciative of all of the community comments that they solicited and all the feedback they got from everyone in the community. For me, I actually really like the name Aspen Peaks. I like peaks. I like how it's, you know, the area where we're in is dominated by peaks, but I especially really like the aspen metaphor. I like how aspen trees under the ground are all connected to each other. They all are part of the same community, but yet the trees themselves are very individual, and they all have individual needs. They all look different. They're all, you know, doing a little bit different thing. And so I really, really like that imagery, and so that's why I am supportive of that name.
Thank you. Any more discussion?
I would like to make a comment. I agree with Amber. I feel like the interlocal group did a great job at trying to find a name that a lot of people supported and liked. We were given access to this data, and you know, I began questioning, but as I read through it, I saw why they chose that name. I actually have some of the top names here. Peaks was the second most popular word in all the names that were suggested, and Aspen was in the top about 15. And so as I read that and I read the reasons why people chose these words, I saw the significance of it, and I appreciated the name more.
Thank you. Any more discussion?
I could just add one comment. You know, we got together as a group and we discussed the new name, and while Schoolie McSchoolface was up there, there were other, we looked at other school districts. There's other school districts within the state that are just named after the county which they're in, which would make us the North Utah County Central District, which doesn't sound as great as Aspen Peaks, just doesn't roll off the tongue the same. And just from a logistical standpoint, I think there's a lot of things that we do. Getting the website up, getting our email set up, a lot of those things are other reasons to support the name. And I do like the imagery, like Amber was saying, about you know, sharing the root system and having each individual tree be separate. And I think that imagery is great for our new district, and that's why I'm supportive of the name. So thanks.
Any other discussion? I would like to add one thing. This was kind of fun. In 2014, a fourth grade class at Monroe Elementary submitted to have the quaking aspen be our state tree. Before that, it was the blue spruce, so many of you might have thought that. But for 11 years now, our state tree has been the aspen, and so that was kind of a really sweet thing about that. Okay, we will now vote. All those in favor of making Aspen Peak School District the official name of our new district, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. The motion to adopt Aspen Peak School District as the official name of our new district passes. Next up is our 2025-26 board meeting calendar. May I have a motion to approve the 2025-26 school board meeting calendar? Sorry, I did not turn my mic on.
I will move to approve our meeting calendar for 2025-26. That would be for us to meet on the second and fourth Thursdays at 6 o'clock at the Alpine School District Boardroom. However, there are 2 months, January and April, where I would like to adjust that, so I guess I'm amending the schedule. We have board conflicts those months, so January and April, we would meet the 3rd and the 5th Thursday. So that would be, so these are the dates. I'm just going to read them all so we've got it. So December 11th, January 15th, January 29th, February 12th, February 26th, March 12th, March 26th, April 16th, April 30th, May 14th, May 28th, June 11th, and June 25th.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the 2025-26 school board meeting calendar to be the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of each month, except for January and April, which will be the 3rd and 5th Tuesdays. Do we have a second?
I second.
Thank you. Okay. We will now vote to approve the 2025-2026 school board meeting calendar to be the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of each month. Oh, I needed to go to discussion. Excuse me. Do we have any discussion for that?
I want to say I appreciate not having a meeting during spring break.
Right. That's the April one. Any other discussion? Okay. All right, we will now vote to approve the 2025-26 school board meeting calendar to be the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of each month, except for January and April, which will be the 3rd and 5th Thursdays. All in favor of this motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. The motion is approved. Next up on our agenda is the superintendent search. May I have a motion to open the search for superintendent of Aspen Peak School District as soon as possible and appoint USBA, the Utah School Board Association, to assist with that search?
I motion to open superintendent search.
Yeah, that's good. Here we go.
Okay, great, thank you. I couldn't remember all the words.
It was a lot.
Open the search for superintendent of Aspen Peak School District as soon as possible and appoint USBA, Utah School Board of Association, to assist with that search.
Do we have a second?
Second. Oh, sorry, Jason.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Okay. We will now vote. All those in favor of opening the search for superintendent of Aspen Peak School District as soon as possible and appointing USBA, the Utah School Board Association, to assist with that search, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. The motion to open the search for a superintendent of Aspen Peak School District as soon as possible and appoint USBA, the Utah School Board Association, to assist with that search passes. We will now move to the recognition portion. Mayor Johnson, do we have recognition or did you already do that? I think he already did that. Did you have another recognition or was that the one that was Superintendent Smith? Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're good on that part. Thank you so much. Are there any board member reports or informational items to bring forward at this time?
I don't know if I need to make a motion, but I just want this to be stated on the record. Current state law requires that the board leadership that we voted on today be voted in for 2 years. But because we're a new school district, we are off cycle in this vote. We talked as a board previously about asking the state legislature if they would be willing to amend that because there are 3 school districts currently that are voting for leadership off cycle. And so we intend to work on something with them in this next legislative session, an amendment that basically allows each new school board to adjust that accordingly in a way that they can re-vote for their leadership at the next on-cycle election. So we just want to state that for the record, what we intend to do.
Thank you. We're not going to make a motion on that, just letting you know. Anything else that board members would like to say?
I would like to take a moment. I would just like to thank all of you for being here. This is quite the adventure that we're on, and it's great to see so many people here showing their support. And I want you to know that it means a lot to us. We feel that support. We want to do what's best for our communities. We want to show up for our students and our teachers. And I hope to see this many people at our next board meeting.
A couple of things. First of all, I really appreciate so many city leaders coming to support us tonight. I'm excited about moving forward with more collaboration between our cities and our school district. We serve the same constituents, but in different ways. And I think there's a lot of collaboration to be had there and a lot of working things out so that it benefits both our cities and our schools. But I couldn't let the moment pass without saying this is a really unique situation that we find ourselves in here, and really historic. There's never been a district that has split into three before. There's never been a district that has split and the original district has been dissolved. So state law has changed, and so things are a little different than the last time. And so this is really a historic moment to have this be our very first meeting as the board of a new district. And I just want to say to community members and employees and parents, I know there's a lot of nerves out there about how this will go, how the transition will happen, how we'll continue to meet the needs of our kids. And I hope that the community will be patient, but also will be communicative with us about the concerns they have and the things that they are looking for and that they need, that they're concerned about, so that we can be sure we have those things in mind. I think that decisions are made in the best way when the most voices are heard, because you can't ever guess what someone else's perspective on something is or what their experience has been. And so I really value hearing from our community members and our teachers and our parents and even from our students about what they would like to see going forward. So I just wanted to encourage the community, please continue to reach out and tell us what you're thinking, what your concerns are, what you're looking forward to, and but also maybe give us a little bit of patience and grace as we work through this, because this is something that no one's ever done before. So anyway, but I just want you to know my focus is on our kids and how we can make this the best we can for them.
I actually have one more thing to say. In the last 2 weeks, we've been working on getting to know each other, because as a new school board, most of us didn't know each other. And I just want you to know that this is an incredible board. Each person brings unique background, unique experience, a commitment to our families and our students, and I'm so excited. We did have a leadership election, but truly any person up here could have been elected as president, and we would have been in great shape. So if you haven't met all of the board members yet, I hope that you'll take the time to get to know each one of us. I'm so excited as I look down these tables. We have a really amazing school board, and the future is very bright.
What an honor it has been here to be here this evening and to represent you. We are so thrilled for your attendance at this historic very first board meeting of the Aspen Peak School District. Thank you for coming. If there is no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn? Perfect. Second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. We will now vote. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. This meeting is adjourned at 7:51 p.m. Thank you for coming.